What's up, everyone, and welcome back to Movie Raised.
Sadly, Julie and the Phantoms got cancelled after a successful first season. Why did Netflix decide not to move forward with a second season? Is there any way for another streaming program to save the series? Let's find out. Julie and the Phantoms Season 1.
Wake up.
We have one last performance. Julie.
Julie and the Phantoms started its journey on Netflix with a story based on the Brazilian series Julie e os Fantasmas. Season 1 of the show proved to be a major success, which is why fans are wondering why Netflix suddenly decided to cancel the show. The series follows Madison Reyes as Julie Molina, a high school student who is seriously talented in the field of music. However, once her mother passes away, she finds herself in a really dark place until accidentally summoning the ghosts of an old band from 1995. The series comes from the amazingly talented Kenny Ortega, whose most memorable works so far are High School Musical and Descendants. So guys, what happened with Netflix and Ortega? What was the reason for Netflix changing the initial plan for the series? And most importantly, is there any way for the series to continue without the help of another streaming program? Let's go through every detail we know so far about Julie and the Phantoms Season 2, shall we? Julie and the Phantoms Season 2.
I know I already said this, but thank you guys.
With an incredible cast ensemble, well-written storylines, and even more amazing plot twists, we strongly believed that another season of Julie and the Phantoms would be green-lighted soon. After more than a year since its release date, creator Kenny Ortega has announced Netflix is no longer planning to continue the story of Julie and the Phantoms. In an Instagram post, Ortega explained that Netflix has officially informed the cast and crew that the show wasn't picked up for a second season. We learned this week that Netflix will not be picking us up for another season. Although our hearts are saddened, we move on with such pride for what we accomplished as a team and the family we built while creating Julie, Ortega said. The thing is, Netflix keeps the reason for this cancellation a secret, despite fans constantly asking for an explanation given by the streaming giant. To be honest, we don't think there's a feud behind this, and our guess is that Netflix is pretty busy with new projects, so that the streaming program has to cancel some of the older ones. While Netflix has not officially confirmed the show's cancellation in a statement, the announcement made by Kenny Ortega says it all. We'll reveal more details regarding the cancellation a bit later in the video. Before we continue, make sure you smack that like button if you haven't done it already. Julie and the Phantoms Season 2. Current status. Despite Netflix canceling the second season of the series, fans are still waiting for the continuation of Julie and the Phantoms. You have nothing to worry, guys, because there are many cases where a show has been canceled and saved by another program. Take a look at Lucifer. The devil drama was canceled by Fox, but then Netflix jumped in to save the day. And once Netflix picked up Lucifer, the series became even more popular and successful. Is Netflix making a huge mistake in letting go of a series such as Julie and the Phantoms? Well, we believe so. Who do you think needs to save the series? Maybe Hulu? Netflix brought us so many good TV shows in 2021. And to be fair, 2022 is not so bad either. At least when it comes to films and TV shows on Netflix, we're not talking about the ongoing pandemic and everything that has gone wrong this year. Anyway, Netflix's cancellation game was also pretty strong in 2021, with family comedies, superhero flicks, and sci-fi masterpieces all getting canceled. The streaming giant canceled about 20 shows last year, and we're not saying all of them were good, but some of them were pretty fantastic. Our point is, can someone out there give us a season 2 of Julie and the Phantoms, please? The reason for the cancellation. After Julie and the Phantoms' cancellation in December last year, fans were quick to judge Netflix on the decision. Sadly, Netflix is yet to address the situation. And by then, we just hope some other program would perhaps consider the idea for season 2 at least. Netflix cancels a show if there are not enough views. And since the program hasn't released any numbers on how many people have watched the series, we don't know if that was the reason for the red light. Given the fan interest in the series, we don't think views were the issue. Julie and the Phantoms Season 2 potential plot. Our favorite part of the video. You see, the sad truth is that Season 1 of Julie and the Phantoms had an ending filled with possibilities of where the story could go next. The finale of Season 1 was followed by a major cliffhanger, with Caleb Covington taking over Nick's body. We hope to see what'll happen to him and all other ghosts that transformed into humans in Season 1. Fans are still wondering if they would have remained to be ghosts. Honestly, that gets answered very early in the next season, Ortega explained in an interview with Digital Spy, adding that the cliffhanger was used to leave you in some suspense and hopefully some intrigue. Hopeful that something magical is occurring and that it's not the end for these three characters. Well, if some other program picks up the show, we hope Ortega is the one who keeps directing it. When it comes to Madison Reyes and her ideas for the next season, she hoped Season 2 would focus more on Alex and Reggie. At least, that's what she said in an interview with Collider. Their characters are just so sweet and cute, and I feel like I definitely want to learn more about their backgrounds, the actress explained. According to her, it would have been fun if Season 2 focused on all of the characters on a deeper individual level. We would have found out more about all of them and, of course, their powers. Then, Season 2 was also planned to explore the love triangle that was set between Julie, Luke, and Nick. I'm excited to see where that goes, especially with what happened with Nick and Caleb, Madison said. As you can see, Season 1 left us with more questions than answers, and that's clearly because the creators intended to make more seasons of the series. Julie and Luke. In an interview with E!, Madison explained how Season 2 was supposed to focus on Julie and Luke's relationship. We never saw them in a relationship, and the continuation was supposed to cover that storyline. Since they couldn't be together, considering the fact that the dude is a ghost and Julie is a human, Season 2 was likely to focus on the challenge of them trying to have a relationship. And again, Netflix has thrown away so many stories that were supposed to be covered in Julie and the Phantoms Season 2, and perhaps beyond. Yet another significant element of the series was the music. The incredible music we're all going to miss. What's important to remember is that Ortega is still interested in the idea of a continuation of Julie and the Phantoms. But we're not sure if the creator is thinking about a tour with the cast or a film. The creator said he won't talk about the plot for Season 2 until he's 100% sure about the future of the series. After the boys finally become corporeal, Julie and the Phantoms was supposed to follow their own journey in the world of music, their unfulfilled dreams, and, of course, the relationship triangle we've mentioned earlier. Unfortunately, at this point, we still don't know if there'll be any continuation of the series. Maybe Ortega needs to do a film using the entire story while giving its characters a conclusion? Anyway, we're sure the cast will be back in its original form once a continuation is greenlighted. Our job is to spread the message that clearly says fans crave more of the story that followed Julie and the Phantoms. On a related note, do you think the show deserves another season? What are your hopes for the series? Let us know down in the comment section below. Make sure you subscribe to our channel so you'll never miss any of our videos in the future. As always, thanks for watching.